The New York Jets have their new starting quarterback signing Justin Fields to a 2-year, $40 million contract, $30 million of it guaranteed. Here's the take on the 2025 New York Jets. They are going to be unfathomably bad. Absolutely terrible. And I don't even necessarily blame them for it. I was thinking when I saw the signing being made, like, man, how could you make this signing? The Jets are going to stink. Justin Fields can't play. And then I remember what I said when they told Aaron Rodgers, thanks but no thanks for 2025 and moving forward, that the best bet for the 2025 New York Jets would be to tear it down and then build it back up. The Jets are not close to competing. We saw that last year. Defense falling apart at the end. Offense has some good players, but has yet to really coalesce. I think the Jets are not close to being a real winning team in the NFL, so I think it made sense to let go of Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers wants to sign with a team that can win. That makes sense for a 40-year-old quarterback, right? So if you're the Jets, you want to hit the reset button at the quarterback position, and you probably, to quote Willa Ford, circa 2001, my freshman year at Fordham, you want to be bad. That's in the best interest of the New York Jets. And the good news for the New York Jets and bad news for fans of the New York Jets, they are going to be bad. Now, I want to be very clear about how I say this. I'm very happy for Justin Fields. Like, by all accounts, a good dude, like a good soldier, like has done whatever's been asked of him at the different stops he's been in Chicago and Pittsburgh. And I'm happy that he got paid. I mean, $30 million guaranteed. God bless this young man. But let's be honest. He's horrible. Like, he's not good at throwing the football, which is the number one job of a quarterback in the National Football League, is to be able to sling the rock. He can't do it. How many years do we have to watch Justin Fields try and play quarterback before we say, like, hey, he's not a good quarterback? He's a fine backup. He's someone you can bring in like the Steelers would at the end of the year if you need to run the ball a little bit. Obviously an absolutely tremendous athlete, but as far as throwing the football goes, he's brutal. I don't see a way that the Jets are even halfway decent with Justin Fields as the starting quarterback in 2025. And I'll tell you what, like the Jets, I think the Jets or the NFL posted on Instagram that the Jets signed Justin Fields. And Garrett Wilson, obviously the Jets star receiver, likes the Instagram post. They played together in college, Wilson and Justin Fields at Ohio State. I'll tell you what, man. Garrett Wilson ain't going to be liking it when Justin Fields is throwing the football 10 yards over his head in week 1. And then in week 4, when Garrett Wilson's got, 11 catches through the first 4 games, Garrett Wilson's not going to be liking it. I mean, you play Dynasty Fantasy Football. You love fantasy football. You've got Garrett Wilson on your team. You're jacked up to draft Garrett Wilson. You can't be excited for Garrett Wilson now. Now with Justin Fields as the quarterback, now you got Breece Hall. You got Braylon Allen. Different conversation. The Jets should be a decent running team, like it should theoretically. Having Justin Fields in the backfield should clear lanes for Breece Hall, should clear lanes for Braylon Allen. But, I mean, as far as throwing the football goes, this is a wasteland. A wasteland for the Jets. Alan Lazard's not going to be back. Can Malachi Corley step up for the Jets? I mean, I don't know how the Jets are moving the ball through the air with Justin Fields as the quarterback. And, again, it's not a huge surprise to say that the Jets are going to stink next year after they told Rodgers, thanks but no thanks. Aaron Glenn with the introductory press conference has all the great lines. He wins the press conference. He says, we're the effing New York Jets and we're built for this S, the word that starts with S and rhymes with bit. I mean, it's all great that he can say that. Also, this team is set up for absolute misery. The problem with this from a betting perspective is the betting market knows that the Jets are going to be really bad this year. So I don't know what kind of opportunity we're going to get as far as the Jets win total is concerned. You would never, ever, ever bet them to win the AFC East. I mean, with Josh Allen signing all that guaranteed money in Buffalo. I mean, the Dolphins are going to be better than the Jets. I don't even like the Dolphins. We'll get to the Patriots in a second. I don't even know what the bet's to be made here with the Jets. Offensive Player of the Year candidate? Absolutely not. I mean, can Sauce Gardner get into the Defensive Player of the Year conversation? Quinnen Williams? Probably not, right? And you have to have a decent one-loss record to get there. I think the Jets, D-E-D, dead, D-U-N, done, as far as the season is concerned. To all the Jets fans out there that are listening, though, and, you know, maybe you're upset. I don't even know if Jets fans should be upset by this. The whole thing, again, is you want to set yourself up to compete in the future. It was never happening with Rodgers, and you can't change the culture with Rodgers. So Fields coming in, I don't necessarily mind it, but just go in knowing we're going to be bad this year, and Fields is likely not going to be the quarterback past this season. If Justin Fields is the week 1 starting quarterback for the 2026 New York Jets, then I think there might need to be like a congressional inquiry into what's happening. Maybe get Elon Musk and Doge, the Department of Gridiron Efficiency, to check this out and audit what the New York Jets are doing, if in fact that's the case. But for 2025, if you're a Jets fan, you take your lumps and you hope that Aaron Glenn and Darren Moog, have got the chops to pull this together. But man, they are going to be bad this season.